Let's Cook, y'all. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new, welcome. We're really glad you're here. We hope you like what you'll see and you'll hit that red subscribe button. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. We appreciate the support. You guys are making our YouTube experience really awesome. Today we've got a quick cooking, or in this case baking video for you. These are some easy blueberry scones that I love to make. Hope you enjoy the video. Tim asked a few days ago, why don't I make scones anymore? So I said, well, I will try to make a scone. I couldn't decide what kind. I saw some dried blueberries in Walmart, decided I would make blueberry scones. I'm actually going to take a different recipe other than the one I've tried, so this is a new experiment. I'll put the recipe below and what changes I made, but the list of ingredients are flour, sugar, baking powder, salt, butter, and mine I've got in the freezer to keep it cold. The recipe calls for sour cream, but it says you can substitute Greek yogurt, so I'm going to do that. I've got some I want to use up. I'm going to add blueberries instead of raisins or currants, and then we're going to need a little milk, and we're going to make an egg wash to put on top, and I'm going to take one of the optional comments and top each piece of scone with some turbinado sugar. So let's give this recipe a try and see if we can make some blueberry scones. I do not have a sifter, so I'm going to use my little fine mesh strainer and try to sift the dry ingredients first. The recipe, as always, is provided below, but the ingredients are 1 3/4 cup of flour, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/4 cup of white sugar, and 1/8 teaspoon of salt. I had to work with my 1/4 teaspoon measure. Sift it all together. You need 5 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I always leave it in the freezer until I'm ready to use it. The recipe called for using a pastry cutter, but I used a handheld grater, and I think it worked a lot better. I grated my butter instead of using a pastry cutter. That was one of the hints in another recipe. I'm kind of combining multiple recipes. Just going to mix it up by hand. I think scones are a lot like biscuits in that you don't want to overwork the dough. We'll add in the blueberries, and then we're going to mix up the milk and sour cream, or in my case yogurt, and add it to the dry ingredients. And then I'm going to take a comment that I read and chill it in the freezer for a few minutes before we roll it out and bake them. Rather than mixing the milk with the yogurt, which is the original recipe, had you mix milk and sour cream. Hopefully I'm not going to ruin it. I actually have some half and half open, so I'm going to mix half and half and yogurt for the wet mixture. Put them in the freezer for about 30 minutes to chill. I think it lets the butter re-solidify, one of the comments said. Chilled my dough in the freezer for about 30 minutes, and then like you saw, I formed it into a circle, cut it into 8 wedges, used an egg wash instead of the milk that the recipe called for. I used some more of my half and half I'm trying to use up. I finished it off with some turbinado sugar. The original recipe said let the egg wash rest on top of the unbaked scones for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to put it in a preheated 400-degree oven for 10 to 15 and see how they come out. Right, in my oven, the 10 minutes was not enough. The original recipe said to do it for 10 to 15, so I did it 15. They're pretty much golden brown on top. I'm gonna go in search of a taste tester, and we're gonna see if this one's a keeper or not. Found a taste tester. Are you excited?
I'm very excited. I love a scone.
It's like a biscuit. I picked the blueberry. You probably would have liked something better. No?
That's really good.
It's good? Is that a keeper?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they would taste good with raisins or craisins in them, or you like them with the blueberries?
I like them with blueberries.
I'll have to go back and buy more blueberries. All
A
right.
little sugar on top, really good.
Yeah, that was just a little turbinado sugar. All right, the blueberry scones are a keeper. As always, thanks so much for stopping by our channel, Let's Cook Y'all. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe if you hadn't already for cooking videos, grocery hauls, meal plans, and what's for dinner. Thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful and blessed day, y'all.